bring up the electromagnetic fields on the moon, and apparently 26 was supposed to be one of the strongest locations near the surface, which would make it a very good habitable location, or at least a way that people could stay near the surface and still have protection from like solar outburst and other things like that. Because I mean, you got to protect yourself from cosmic rays, and so that would be one of the prime locations, and that's why people said the Chinese went ahead and sent their mission there. So that's the reason why I brought that up. But yeah, I just figured it would be cool to look at.
Do you personally believe the theory that we faked the moon landing?
I think that two things can be true at the same time, so like that's the most likely thing at this point, where there was, because before I would just like, okay, no, we did it. But there are some pretty good arguments to make that the footage that was shown was definitely doctored or false footage. So that would have been the faked portion of it. And there still would have been a real component to it as well.
Okay, so then, this is what I'm saying again with the fucking alien shit. I do agree with you that that part of the moon landing is doctored. There's a part where it cuts. Roman, you got the new clip, by the way. There's an actual part where it legitimately cuts, and I find that interesting because at that exact point there was also a cut for all the people that were watching it for about 2 to 3 minutes. And there is recordings from those 2 to 3 minutes, and that's them saying they're over there. They're on the dark side of the moon. There's something. We don't know what it is, but there's clearly a base, like something's here. And they're scared as fuck. And I think, if you look at the interviews of them when they came back, they look shaken. Like, very fucking shaken by what they saw up there. Because people ask, what did you see up there? And we're not really allowed to talk about it.
Also, didn't you say, because I remember back when we were only on Spotify, we talked about the moon landing. Didn't you say that you saw something rolling where these guys said that they saw Greys waving at them from the
they were waving at them from the other side.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it could be tied, but yeah.
Roman, this new fucking clip is gonna be perfect.
So if what they said is true, then I'm trying to do two things at once here. I'm trying to talk.
No, you gotta just make sure it actually sense to you.
Yeah. So I guess my thing is this is more so for Muffler, since he is more of a skeptic than you and me, Roland. Do you believe, Muffler, that they saw Greys on the dark side of the moon, or do you think that maybe they were hallucinating?
I think it's tall whites.
I mean, you can see something and make and the mind can make it real. So I would think that they could be experiencing some issues. Now, granted, part of their training, they go through stiff psychological tests, right? But that doesn't control for, if the sun did anything around that period of time, if there was any type of activity happening on the moon as well, so there's a lot of external factors that can explain certain things. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Muffetib. I'm going to have to agree to disagree with you because to me, these are hard. And
I had something for you too, but we skipped past it. So did you want to have your mind blown a little bit?
Sure, blow it.
Okay. So I did a cursory search, you gay bastard. Anyway, so what I did real quick. So I did a search for October of 2021 on Space Weather News because that's what Roman mentioned. And at least at 2 different times that month, there were CME impacts that happened, especially around Halloween. That was a really bad time for us, in October of 2021. But I definitely think that there could have been some weird shit happening on the planet because of the of geomagnetic instability and stuff like that. So yeah, there could have been some stuff that happened.
Okay, here's the other thing though. Why did multiple people in my neighborhood report to the police.
I think that's the reason why, actually, because they were all going through it at the same time.
No, I mean, like, people were drawing it like it was legit. Like, there was tons of them that night. Like, of not even just UFOs, not lights. I'm not talking lights. We're talking saucer, like legitimate saucer. And here's the thing: if there was a CME, wouldn't that attract, I don't know, somebody studying us a little bit?
I mean, sure, yeah, because they're like, oh, look at these monkeys here. Let's see how how the brain, functions. Because I mean, we use magnetic location too. Like, even like, I don't want to be that guy, but we're all men here, and so we all got little swimmers, right? Well, they work on geomagnetic shit too, man. So it's it is what it is, man.
I agree with you, but what I'm saying is, dude, I legitimately. I tried to discount this 10 ways come Sunday. This is what made me an absolute true believer. Because I had already seen weird shit in the sky, and I went, well, that could be this, that could be that, that could be this, that could be that.
Sure.
I was even like all about the other things. The voice in my head and the visuals that I was seeing and the thing that was fucking there that then multiple other people described exactly the same way to the police and to other people. That made me a fucking believer. And it's not even
it literally made it into our local paper.
I'm not even saying they're aliens. I might agree with you that they're demons. I don't know what the fuck they are, but I know what the fuck I saw.
Yeah, I get you. And I can't argue with you because it is what it is,
Like,
but yeah, I just figured I'd let you know that there are some interesting crossovers.
Okay, that's why I want you to come on here for the Book of Enoch, buddy. Because we're going to
February, I think.
We're going to talk about the Nephilim. We're going to talk about the Nephilim come up pretty often. Quick thoughts on the Nephilim. Do I believe the Nephilim are real? I believe the Anunnaki were real, so that should answer the question immediately. But I don't know what I really truly believe the Anunnaki are. I'm going to I have the Book of Enoch on order. It's on its way. I'm going to read it. And then we're going to talk all about the Anunnaki. So I have the actual
It's a fascinating read, Roland.
Well,
it's a fascinating read.
Just not through. Well, I think Christian mythology is some of the most badass mythology, in my opinion. It's pretty sick. Michael the Archangel is. I have 4 names. My second middle name is Michael because I'm confirmed. But my
I'm a narcissist because my middle name is literally Gabriel twice.
Okay, you Gabriel. Yeah, that's true. That's what the G stands for, by the way, guys, in RG. I can't necessarily give you full thoughts on the Nephilim until I've read the actual scripture, but
it's gonna blow your mind, Roland.
I would say for now, yes, I believe it, because if I believe that the Anunnaki are real, and I believe that the Anunnaki actually came down, they did mess with people. I mean, Enoch speaks about, like I said earlier, going into a chariot in the sky, and everything in there is bright white light, and like that sounds like he's describing the bridge of a ship, in my opinion, John. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're aliens. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're demons. I don't know what they are. I have to read the entire thing myself because Roman and I got lucky when we were in CCD, and some of our teachers actually taught a little bit of the Book of Enoch. They kind of were like, "Yo, here you go, check it out." He said, "I'm dead on the entire message of Nephilim and OG of the last of Maryland."
Ooh, yeah. I had a CCD teacher who said, "Yeah, this technically is not part of this isn't part of the curriculum, but y'all are gonna read the Book of Enoch." And so I read the Book of Enoch.
Even if the Nephilim themselves are a metaphor, it still makes sense. I'm down on them for that because the Nephilim are like And by the way, that's why I actually really liked the new Indiana Jones game, because it's all based on the Nephilim giants. But the Nephilim basically, in my understanding, are a hybrid between the Anunnaki and human women. And the Anunnaki were tall men. Yeah, Goliath was a Nephilim. And they are tall men that were gold-skinned. Tall men and women, I'm sorry, that were gold-skinned with wings that were halfway down their back, like almost towards their lower back. And they had, most of the men had long beards, and these golden skinned beings would fornicate with the women, and then that's what created the Nephilim giants, apparently. And this is all part of the planet Nibiru and all this other shit. And there's like, I believe, John, correct me if I'm wrong, I think there is 4 books of Enoch, right? But it's all considered the Book of Enoch, but there's 4 chapters. I could be incorrect. It might be 3. The one that I ordered, I think, has 3 books, but I think it's 4 chapters. But he basically records all these other things. Enoch is the great-grandfather, I believe, of Noah.
He is the
great-grandfather, yes. I was going to say it's great-grandfather, right? It's not grandfather, it's great-grandfather.
I think he's his great-grandfather, yes.
Yeah.
So I actually wanted to really fast, while I'm uploading this clip, I wanted to, if you guys would not mind indulging me. Actually, Roland, did you want to share that? Did you want to share that video first, and then we can talk about Apollo 20? You said you had a video, right?
Oh shit! Yeah. Well, fuck. What was the video?
Trying to think, because like I didn't.
We just got on that arc and that tangent, and I couldn't forget what the video was.
For real? No.
No. The video was the clip that you're uploading.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have much to say on Apollo 20 either, because like I don't know about, like, that was when I stopped watching the video. I was in the middle of that. Oh
damn.
Yeah, I know, right? I can speak on.
So you're talking your homework? I'm kidding.
Bro, you were like, no, yeah, you're good. Like, I showed you where I was at in the video.
No, I know. I was just busting your balls, bro. I know.
Yeah.
You're fine. You watched the ones that you were interested in. That's what matters.
Right.
That's why I sent that out, because I wanted everybody to watch the ones that they were interested in, and that's his compilation of all them being interested.
For sure. If you need a second, Roman, I can do like a quick 2-minute story that ties back into what Rolo was saying too, regarding like a psychedelic experience and or like visions and stuff that. And then I can also do a very quick story about my paranormal experiences as well.
Yes, sir.
That's fine, man. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
I mean, we can discuss the moon is hollow too, but I mean,
we're going to do that. But here's a question: don't tell the best paranormal experience yet, because we're going to need you for the Halloween one.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. I mean, I can
can
tell you one then.
So it has to be one story about you.
Yep.
And at least
I can give you the teaser for sure, because I've had more than one, so I can give the teaser and the larger context. So I'll start with the paranormal story. So I've had a couple different experiences with personally with shadow people. Okay, and the first time. Yeah, the first time I encountered a shadow person, like it's an interesting thing because I'm not the only one in my family that's seen one. My father had a direct experience with a shadow person as well when he was living in the either the lower peninsula of Michigan or the upper peninsula. What do we got here? Crash. Oh my God!
I fucking love you, Great Pilgrim. You are the best.
No, but so my dad, he was doing dishes in a 2-story Victorian house, either in like maybe St. Ignace or maybe up in the Sault Ste. Marie in Michigan. And when he was just about 10, 11 years old, something like that, he turned around and he looked up the flight of stairs from the kitchen all the way up to the second floor. And he saw a shadow person that moved across and moved very slowly. Like it's like a lurch is the best way I can describe that. You know, it's hard. Here, I can kind of just show you real quick. 1 second. It was like between, the door frame, right? And it moved about like this fast across, and it freaked him out so bad that he went ahead and he ran outside in the middle of the winter without shoes and without socks on. And he got his ass kicked for it, because his dad seen him, grandpa seen him walking down the side of the street and stuff like that. So my dad has seen the shadow person. All right. I have seen one too. You see, being in Arkansas, there's like natural forest, national forests and stuff like that. So there's a lot of wilderness here, believe it or not, between the two national forests and everything. And so the thing is that, if you're in like a more uninhabited area, it gets kind of spooky at night, just because there's not a lot of people around and stuff like that. And so specifically, my family, lives in a more unpopulated area to an extent. And whenever I was a kid, I would go outside and I would have to like take trash out, do chores and stuff, right? But I always hated doing it at night because it's just a little weird outside, man. And so the thing is that I went out one night and we had a yard light, and on my way back to the house, I stood there, I don't know, it was probably about 200 yards from me, like either 100, 200 yards, something along those lines, and to the tree line. And I saw a shadow person walk along the tree line at an unnatural speed, because we're talking about like several hundred feet, in length, like they were walking. And it just like moved along the tree line unnaturally fast, and it freaked me the F out, bro. Like I had never seen anything like that before, so I ran inside as fast as I could and stuff like, yeah, dude. And it's one of those things, man. Like, so those are the two teasers, but just know that it got more intense too. It was
I have
bad.
a story that's not my own, but it's from my friend, and basically, all right, this is the way that his house is set up. You walk in his front door and the stairs are right there. But to the left is like the open. Roman knows what it looks like. It's what's called a Levittown house in our area, because all the houses in Levittown were built by the same guy, Levitt, and he built them all the same way. So basically, you walk in, you have a little foyer, and then there's like the stairs. But to the left is like the whole open floor plan, right? But if you go up the stairs, there's one bedroom on your left and one bedroom on your right and a bathroom in the middle. So, Cammy, it's very similar to your house if you're here watching. But he's playing hide and seek as a kid with his cousin, who's a couple years older than him. He runs into the bedroom, and because she goes into no, he wasn't playing hide and seek. He was trying to scare her. That's what it was. He was trying to scare her. And she goes in the bathroom, so he's like, oh, I'm going to go in my bedroom and hide behind the door because she's going to come in here. And then I'm going to scare her. Or hide next to the door or whatever. And he said that this shadow just kind of came forward and walked in. And he said, boo! And it just stopped. And then looked down at him. And he said he never ran so fast in his life. He sprinted down the stairs. And then his cousin came out of the room. The bathroom was like, what's going on? And like his mom was like, what the fuck? Like he was like freaked out. So yeah, that's his experience with a shadow person.
Yeah, that's shit is very unsettling.
And Roman, that was Craig, Roman.
What?
Yeah. One of the guys that's like the most unfuckwittable.
Yeah, the thing with shadow people, like I'll describe them more when we do the Halloween deal. Like I probably won't be dressing up for it or anything, but like I'll definitely be there for, to tell the story, and stuff to finish it up. But yeah, like it's unsettling.
I think Great Pilgrim. We're doing 2 different Halloween streams.
Oh, okay. Then I won't be doing the fun one. I guess I'll be doing the spooky one, whatever that is.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, I mean, you can come on for the fun one, but
yeah.
But the spooky
the
one,
fun one will be the 27th.
I am gonna dress up for the Halloween one. But we're doing so I'm Keemstar, Roman's Boogie. That's the low Halloween.
Yeah.
I think Crimson's gonna be Destiny.
Oh my god, that'll be funny.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said he was gonna be Destiny. I think Cammy is gonna be XQC. So we'll have like a full panel of retards. It'll be great. But it's gonna be the regular Roller Room cast. And I think Halloween is a Friday. I think it's on Halloween. But the Mayhem will be a couple days before that on that Monday. Yeah, Cammy's being XQC. Let's fucking go.
Nice.
Say yes, sir. Yo, I thought Pilgrim, aren't you gonna be Mauler? And be like the voice of reason?
Oh shit, that would be great.
Yeah, because he can't show his face, but he was gonna buy a gas mask and be Mauler.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, I think that'd be sick. Pilgrim, you gotta do that. If you can't, that's fine. But Pilgrim, you have to be there to be Mauler. Muffler Tape, you can pick whoever the fuck you want if you want to be on it. But
yeah, I get you.
Basically, the point is be an asshole YouTuber of some kind.
Shit.
But
yeah.
Then we're gonna have the actual Monday Night Mayhem will be a couple days before that on that Monday. Well, dude, even if you just show up with like Mauler's profile pic, like a picture that looks like a knockoff Mauler, that'd be funny enough. You know what I mean?
Like a fucking AI doctored.
Yeah, like
Mauler
an AI
picture.
doctored Mauler picture would be good enough.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, no, then we're going to be doing the Halloween Monday Night Mayhem. And the Halloween Monday Night Mayhem is just everybody's invited, of course. But it's going to be spooky stories. That's what we do every Halloween.
Right on.
Tell spooky stories. Everybody should bring 3.
Ooh. Yeah, I do have a second one, too, for you that's really creepy because the Arkansas has a very interesting place that is one of the most haunted locations in the United States. Actually, we have 2. And I've been to both, and I don't like either one of them.
Can I bring 2.5 stories?
No. Everybody should bring at least 2, but I would prefer 3 because we're going to just rotate.
You said 3. I was just making a joke. I was saying like 2.5.
Oh, you could, but we're gonna rotate. So it'll be like I'll tell a story, Roman will tell a story, Buffalo will tell a story. Like everybody's gonna tell spooky ghost stories. And the whole point is, if people don't have anything to do on Halloween night, you guys can hang out with us. You know what I mean? Because all of our Halloween parties are usually on different nights. So we will do, and the Roller Room cast that week. If Roman and I do have a Halloween party to go to, it might be like the night before or whatever, but we'll figure it out. I doubt it because we're usually like most of our friends are pretty chilling. But generally speaking, it's going to be that Friday night.
I mean, knowing our friends, it'll be Saturday.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll have a Halloween party after the fact.
Dude, yeah, they have Halloween party. Didn't they do that last year? They were like, we're going to have a Halloween party the day after. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. I've got 2 personal stories and several secondhand shit. Bro, that's awesome.
All right, perfect. So everybody's going to be getting the link, basically. If you're in the Discord, you're going to get the, most of you who are at the tiers that you're at, if you're a knight status or higher, probably going to start with just the mods for this year. But if you are knight status or higher, I'm thinking about allowing certain people, if you DM us and have a good story to tell, we might allow you to come on. Maybe.
Righteous. So, ready for spiritualism?
Did that clip upload yet? I'm sorry, Muffler.
No, you're good. I was just asking Roman if he was ready because I do have an interesting one. And technically, it kind of ties into the Book of Enoch a little bit, but not really because, like, I don't know much about it.
Really fast, though.
Yeah. No,
really
for real, bro.
Yep. So why do you think the sun or the moon looks so much bigger on the horizon?
Why is that?
We're in contact with aliens, and they've given us the whole plan.
Now, where are you getting this from that you're stating it so confidently?
That's why the Luciferians said, Hollywood stars, because they'd seen the stars. Like, each star is like a whole data bank. And I remember, like, some dude choking me, and, like, guys are like, some dude's, like, pulling a knife out, and you see that knife pulling out, you're like, and, like, and at that point, you see everything. I would see, like, numbers like I was a robot. Like red. I would see, like, everybody sees red.
Yeah.
It's like Darth Vader.
What the ever-loving fuck was that?
It's Darth Vader, bro.
Wow.
So that is actually Alex Jones taken out of context.
No,
entire 4-hour podcast.
The fact that you could even stitch it together in such a way.
I know. That's the best
Okay.
part about it. We're in contact with aliens.
It looks like he's just jumping from topic to topic because he's just like fucking. Yeah, anyway, yeah. All right.
Darth
So
Vader.
this is
You
the
know why
last
you
thing.
see the sun and the moon on the horizon?
Yeah, because of lensing. That's why.
We're in contact with aliens. That's why.
Anyway, yeah. Oh Lord. All right, so
so tell me what you got going on. What is this like spiritual thing that like you wanted to talk to me about?
Yeah. No worries. Right. So my experiences are nothing like what Roland has mentioned. Okay, they are nothing like that at all. All right, and so
can I preface one thing? I have had spiritual experiences.
Exactly.
That's why that fucking spooked me, because that was fucking different.
Sure, yeah, I understand that, but every time I have done hallucinogens,
I've met
never,
my guardian angel, I believe. I really do. I wasn't on hallucinogens when I saw this. I was completely sober when this happened to me.
Well, you were talking about taking mushrooms. What the fuck are you talking about? That was
No,
literally what we were talking about earlier.
Completely different. That was a completely different time.
Right, but I'm not talking about that. You're like, well, I've had experience. I'm not judging you based on that. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about we began this conversation talking about taking some substances. You experienced a very bad trip and discussed that. Okay. And I'm like, well, let me go ahead and talk about mine because mine have been spiritual. And the first one was really interesting. And I think that it would be, so that's what I was saying. So
I'm sorry,
we just got our wires crossed, bro. We're good. I'm not trying to discount your spiritual experience.
That was my bad.
Yeah,
we
like
miscommunicated. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, we're good, dude. All right. So, with regards to mine, so, pretty much, pretty similar to what he said. It takes about 40 minutes to kick in, and I only did a couple grams and I'm a lot bigger than him. So, like, for me, it was a very smooth experience. But, like, I'll tell you the one thing that happens before anything else is that you start seeing, like, well, for me, I couldn't see anything without closing my eyes. Okay. Like, I could not. I was like, well, what's happening? Like I just, was just sitting there. Right. But if you close your eyes, I would start to see, stuff. Okay. And what you would see at the start, would be like geometric shapes and stuff like squares, triangles, circles, weird geometric patterns that would like fly at you.
Yeah. Fractals.
Okay. Yeah. I guess you could say that. Right. But anyway, so I saw these geometric shapes and then they kept getting more and more intense, and I was listening to music in a dark house at the time too, so like I was literally just feeling my way through the house because I would switch where I was resting at, like I would go to bed, sit in bed, just sitting there and think. I would go to the living room. I would sit there and think, and I would navigate with my eyes closed, just touching the walls as I was like trying to, because I was like, man, this is great. This is cool. I want to keep this going for as long as possible. And so what I did is I recorded my first trip and I have all of it on, on audio recording. So I can remember it pretty well. But the issue with it is that I was really upset because of with how vivid I was able to see things. I was very upset that I could not focus on women, for example, because I was like, oh, this would be amazing if I could really vividly, because I'm a gooner, right? But the thing is, like, I couldn't do it. My mind wouldn't let me do it. It was just like every time you'd have a thought, you just rush past it. It's on to the next thought. It's like it's a stream of information, right? And the brain is trying to process it as fast as it can. So the cool part was that there towards the end, when I was hitting, like, I guess the height of my visions and stuff, I have a very clear image in my head of waking up, like an out-of-body experience almost, but you wake up, all right, and I am not here anymore, all right? Where I was, the best way I can describe it to you was I woke up, I was on a slab, like a marble slab that was like an edifice built from like a marble, floor, and, you have an edifice, right? So it rises up to like a plinth, like a flat surface, right? And so I'd wake up from that. And the thing is that there were all these different other marble slabs around me. All right. Where somebody could be. I didn't see anybody else in the room, but like there's all these other locations around me where you could see that. And then there was almost like the same thing from the ceiling, but not very far, it was just a small thing, like a small dissension from the ceiling right above where these edifices were. And it went on for as far as the eye could see, except there was like how can I describe? I'll just show you, like, like you have like the top and bottom of a rectangle, and then I forget the word for it because I'm a little drunk, but like the sides are slanted, right? So
right.
I'm just describing it to you, but so it forms like whatever that shape is. I forget the actual name for it. It's not a parallelogram because that's the slanted one, but trapezoid. Thank you. Yeah, it was a trapezoid, right? And in the distance, like I could see what looked like space. All right, like a black space with like stars and stuff in it, right? So it was almost like I was on a fucking spaceship. Okay, but because of the shape and everything like that, like the floor was white. The ceiling was white, and you had like these like white plinths, and it was almost like marble. It didn't necessarily glow. It was just like there was an iridescent light there, like it just was naturally lit up. Okay. And, again, there was nobody else there, but I was just looking around going like, what's this place? And I got there, and it didn't last for very long, but it gave me the stark impression of like in retrospect, of like the pyramid, the all-seeing eye almost, where there's like the smaller period that's separated and above. It almost gave me like the impression that was something like that, as like a spaceship or something, because it was just like totally detached from everything else, So I took that to be like a fairly spiritual thing for me, because like whenever I take it, I'm always trying to like maybe change my mindset, try to improve myself, something along those lines. And I never abuse it in that capacity. I'm never like, oh, I'm going to get high, I want to have a fun time. I don't do that when I take hallucinogens, because I'm just afraid of it. Okay, like, I have reasons to be afraid, so I go in with a lot of fear, and I'm good.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, right? So, so that was my first experience, and then other times, like I've done it, and when you're trying to solve a difficult puzzle, the best way I can say is like you try to zoom out from the problem and look at it from multiple angles and stuff. And the issue that I was having was trying to determine, like I was trying to solve in my mind as best I could a visualization of what the universe looks like, based on everything I've ever seen, and trying to come up with the way it really should look like, right? So again, it sounds like a high stoner thing to say, but you're really trying to process the data and imagine it, because it takes like that much effort to try to, understand it, is the best way I can say that to you, but yeah, so I did that too, and it was really interesting, but I've got some different ideas on that end too. That's kind of cool. That'll be for another day. But so, yeah, I saw some stuff. I kind of thought I was in a spaceship that was really weird. Definitely not like a spaceship I've heard described before, and yeah, so on and so forth. So there you go. That would be my humbling spiritual experience.
Ah, that's awesome. I'm sorry I screamed in the middle of that, guys. I have had a splinter in my hand for 3 days, and I just ripped it out.
Sorry, Roman. This is on you now. I know you're in a rush, and that sucks, Rolo. But you get your shit together. Stop being a pussy.
I am not.
No, man, you're fine. You're fine.
I literally just said fuck the skin around it and just ripped it out.
Yeah,
homie. I've gotten splinters in my toes before. I've gotten splinters in my toes. That shit hurts like a bitch.
How the fuck
you know what the worst splinter is in a toe? It's called
no, don't even say it. I know what you're gonna say.
Why? How do you take a guess?
You're gonna say a splinter in between your toenail and your toe?
No, that would be horrible. But no, the worst one I've experienced was a splinter called, I don't know, a fucking quartz crystal getting lodged into your toe. Okay. Yeah, like that's what happened to me, man. I was on university, and like where the campus was, they had like a series of steps that had like quartz crystals that were like made in with the concrete stuff, right? So there was a protrusion, and my foot, I was wearing sandals, and it just caught it, and like it almost broke a piece of it off into my big toe, and I was like, holy shit! I was bleeding everywhere too. It was bad, man. I was very pissed off about that, but yeah, I just so. That's the worst kind of splinter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yes. I was saying that to yes to both of those things actually, but yes to Grave Pilgrim.
So before I get out of here because my headache is like pounding, I wanted to actually go over this. So, this is Apollo 20 deconstructed, and what we have here are photos. And I wanted to ask Roland and Muffler if y'all think that this is real. I will read through the article, and then we can like discuss each set of pictures. So what this says here is, some years ago, a video appeared online claiming to show a secret Apollo mission, Apollo 20, launched in 1976 on a mission to the far side of the moon. It claims, amongst other things, to show a hidden alien city on the moon and a female alien held in suspended animation. Many people believe this to be true, and certainly the maker of the video went to great lengths to make it appear that it was indeed genuine. There are many good debunking videos showing how some of the images have been derived, and I will provide links to them later. What I intend to do here is to debunk the claim that it was filmed inside of a genuine command and lunar module, and that the images are from a secret mission. I'm not interested in who did it or why. I am interested in how. The video appears in 3 parts, and I'm going to look at the second part first. Here's one source for it. We're not going to look at the video. You guys can go and look at Y files.
Wait, whoa. No, we got to show some of the video. Hold on. You can't just say that and then not show any of the video.
Well, I mean, if he has to pull up Y files, then that could cause other issues.
No. Do you guys see any links here?
No, there's not anything. It's just a
okay. I wasn't sure if you have ad block on.
No.
Okay, sometimes ad block affects that. Okay, so there is no video.
Yeah, if it's like Java, I get you on
that. So here he says, I'll start at the very beginning, and it's a very good place to start with the opening shot. A shaky view of an Apollo command module CM hatch window supposedly filmed in space. I will demonstrate 2 things. Firstly, it is a genuine Apollo CM, and secondly, it is nowhere near the moon, but safely on the ground here on Earth. Here's a screenshot of the CM from the film. You guys see that right? You guys see that right here. It looks very convincing. So let's see if we have a NASA image with which to compare it. As it happens, we do. This Apollo 17 photo taken with a Nikon 35mm camera. Okay, so they look basically the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It certainly bears a strong degree of similarity with the screenshot, with the exception of one area to the right of the round hatch window. Let's zoom in on the area and have a look. Okay. There's a pretty big difference there in the hinge holding the hatch door. There's also a difference in the rotation of the handle. That's important, and we will come back to it. For now, though, it's well known that each mission's CM and LM arrangements were slightly different. So are there any other mission photos of the CM hatch that show variations in the hinges? Thanks to some fouling observed on the windows in Apollo 12, there is from that one mission, AS 1250 7369, shown below left, and there's also a still from Apollo 10's 16 millimeter. Okay. It should be quite obvious that there was a great big hinge attachment evident in both of them. So, are there any examples of a CM door with that hinge arrangement? Well, yes, there are, and here's a very good example taken from this website. Okay, will actually take me to something. Let's see. 404 not found. Okay, perfect, cool.
Okay, so it's been deleted by Google.
Yeah. Notice anything apart from the staggering, obviously fact that the hatch is wide open? Shall we take a close-up view of the hinge area? Okay, so what is this dude trying to prove here? Notice that the handle and its orientation, it's an exact match in the two images. Can you see how the base plate to which the hinge is attached can be seen once the closing mechanism itself is out of the way? Hopefully by now you will realize that the reason the two match is because they are the same, and the reason that the hinge appears the way that it does in the About 20 video is because it was open when whoever made the film stood in front of the open hatch at Johnson Space Center, which is where this CM is on display. Not only that, it's actually the Apollo 17 CM. So before I continue, Roland, first of all, how much about Apollo 20 have you heard of? And do you actually believe it? Do you actually believe in the mission or no?
I mean, I'm skeptical. I think it'd be very hard to hide it. But I don't see it being impossible.
May I ask why you don't see it being a possibility?
No, I said I don't see it being impossible.
Oh, I thought you said that you don't see it being possible.
No, impossible. No, I don't see it being impossible, but I don't necessarily know that it happened. Dude, I'm switching back and forth through chats right now because we're streaming on 2 different places. Guys.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody over here. Roman, can you drop the link for the Raw Rumcast channel in the RG Energy chat, please?
I can.
Thank you. By the way, the Discord is in the description. Please join. Come hang out. We got hip people gaming. We watch movies together. We read manga. And on the Patreon, I'm going to start doing Treasure Island. I'm going to read it. Roman's going to start reading comic books.
And I'm also going to be playing through Assassin's Creed on there,
we
too.
also have an entirely new member of the show. One of our producers, Corey, has now joined.
Let me link the Roller Roamcast channel into the RG Energy channel.
Yeah, drop it. And I just have to remind everybody that we do have a secondary place now. And on top of that, what's really cool is if you join our Patreon for 99 cents, you can watch us watch Red vs. Blue and other movies. Or if you're a patron who's paying the $10.99 tier, you get to watch movies with us like Muffler Tape and be part of the show. We watched Sisu last week. We got to watch an old Finnish man kill a ton of Nazis. It was great.
It was awesome.
It was so fun. And it was a little group of us chilling in the Discord. And you get that option if you pay the $10.99 tier. I have to, you know what? I have to play this now. Just because I just shielded myself for a little bit. Hold on. Where is he at?
I already know.
This is high-quality content creation.
This is high quality content creation.
No, I'm just saying 99 cents. You guys get pretty much everything except for Watch Party. And maybe not the D&D when we do that. That's probably going to be locked behind $10.99. But
I am putting the Roller Roamcast
you guys get everything
channel
else.
into
We
the
watched Evangelion. What have we watched so far, Roman? Evangelion.
Red versus Blue, Don Don.
We're on Don. We're on season 7 of Red versus Blue. Season 8, actually, of Red versus Blue is this week. And then we're doing Sword Art Online. And then we're doing Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man's gonna drop the day the movie comes out.
All right, guys. So link is in chat. If you are in the RG Energy chat, go and subscribe to the Roller Roamcast channel because
that's where we do all of
we
our
don't-
content mostly. So
we don't do the Roller Roamcast on my main channel anymore. I might bring it back for 200, but we do not stream the.
I think we should multi-stream for 200. To be honest with you.
Yeah. That's fine. But what I'm saying is that we stream the Roller Roamcast over on its own channel. I will upload all of the clips there. I'm changing the method as to how I do that. I want to do a clip every single day for you guys so that you guys always have content. So the only time that you guys will not get a video is on our stream day. Because you'll have our stream. So
and our Discord invite is in the description. Just a reminder.
Correct.
Because we're also doing things in Discord every single day. That's where you guys are going to get all of our announcements. That's where you're going to find out all the main stuff. If we're not, we post main announcements onto the actual channel itself. And Roman does a lot of work on the channel. I do a lot of work on the Discord. So that's where we kind of split it up.
For those of you that because I have gotten this before. For those of you that say that Roland
What's up,
and I
Beast?
for those of you that say that Roland and I do not do equal work.
Nuts.
Me and Roland do equal work. We just do different work.
Yeah, we just
know
what we're better at.
Yeah, I just do the uploads and stuff, and Roland runs the whole Discord. That's his thing.
And I edit the intros and outros.
Yeah, and I just do all of the uploads and shit like that. That's
Roman and his brother edit the videos, and Corey now is our producer for the mid show, so he pulls everything up. He has all the links. He's the easy guy, so I don't have to worry about pulling videos up. Roman doesn't have to worry about pulling videos or articles up. Corey's
basically our Jamie.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and so but I also just wanted to
he's not going to be there all the time, but he's going to be there as much as he can be.
Yeah, and I also just wanted
a good idea to have.
Muffler, I love that profile pic, bro. I love it.
I was just looking for anime aliens, and I was like, oh yeah, Goku, yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, he's an anime alien.
Yeah.
See, this is literally my other profile picture, but just
this one's Parasite. This one's creepy. It's a good one. Oh, nice.
Yeah, this is just my other profile picture, but it's me as an alien. It's in a different background, of course. Well, you know what? As it is, Monday Night Mayhem usually does a little bit of chaos, but I figured before Roman leaves.
Do we want to talk about Hollow Earth before he leaves, in case, or Hollow Moon? My bad.
That's what
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was gonna say that's what
we can talk about that.
Do you have articles?
I'm
trying
to make it.
While you're doing that too,
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to say.
I'm sorry. No. You first, Buffalo. Go.
Yeah, my bad. Vocal collision suck balls. That's my fault. But yeah, while you're doing that, I was just going to say I'm pretty much with Rolo on like Apollo 20, man. Like I'm not for sure on that. It would be really hard to hide like them actually launching a rocket. And the thing is that you would be able to easily correlate the data. Like, so, it would have to be somewhere between these days and stuff like that. Like, it's going to be from the big launch pad because you can't just fire that off in the middle of someone's backyard and stuff. Like, there'd be a lot of things that I would definitely want to have records on or have like eyewitness accounts of in order to make that more credible, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were
But
gonna have
nothing
someone
bad.
on City Anunnaki in February. The Book of Enoch.
Right.
Dude, John, if you are watching still, I got to give you a call this week, first of all, because I want to talk to you and catch up with you because I miss you. Second of all, I want you on that show because you're a pastor, so you'd be perfect for it. You know the Bible in and out. So that'd be sick.
So this is from 1985. The Geophysical Institute, apparently Hollow Earth. Okay. So, Muffler, is this your theory? Is this what you wanted to talk about? Because I got it right here.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say that it's like completely hollow. I think it's like cavernous and honeycomb. So if that's what this is, then I would be in alignment on it.
I believe that same exact thing. I think it's honeycomb.
Well, I think we have a picture right here. Okay.
So that's an illustration. I don't know if that's a picture. That could be a drawing.
Oh, a hole near the North Pole. Yeah, I don't know if that's real. Okay, the Hollow Earth theory. June 3rd, 1985. Jesus. One can never be sure just how serious they are about it, but there does exist a group of people who call themselves the Flat Earth Society. Remember the news item about that old gentleman who was invited to Cape Kennedy to watch an Apollo moon launch but came away convinced that it was all a hoax? There is another group, equally vocal, who believe that the Earth is hollow. Several years ago, a group of believers informed a member of the Geophysical Institute staff that there was an opening to the center of the Earth in the Alaska range, and that this was an entry and exit point for flying saucers. Oh, okay. Modern day proponents of the Hollow Earth theory can refer non-believers to the book The Hollow Earth, Bell Publishing Company, 1979, by Raymond Bernard. Bernard, judging from the initials he lists behind his name, holds just about every advanced academic degree, but is apparently somewhat of a recluse. As the spokesperson for the publisher states in a foreword to the book, I will not enter into any correspondence regarding this book or the author. Whether you accept or reject the content of this book is your privilege. No one cares. I want to say, first of all, I don't care if you have 10 to 12 different types of uh, degrees. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter to me, like, how qualified a person is. If you're lying about something. It doesn't matter whether or not you went to college. And honestly, I respect people that went to college. I'm not talking shit about Roland or Muffler you. I, respect people that went to college, but college doesn't make you smarter than, anyone else.
Yeah.
To me, it's just a piece of paper. Sorry.
You went
But
to college too.
halfway, but yes. Yeah.
Yeah, but I get what you mean. I mean, dude, we had to do with COVID.
Yeah.
I'm not.
And I gave
That sucks for you guys, big time. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded. In that. Go
I'm not used to this level of scrutiny.
No, but the point that I'm making is that I was halfway through, and then I gave up on my major, and I just haven't gone back. I wanted to, but there's no point in being in poli sci because I don't want to go into politics. It would just change me as a
Poli
whole.
sci. Wait,
Yeah, that
polycythemia
yeah, that
vera, the cancer that this guy had.
Yes, my mother twitted my fucking tipples.
no, poli sci is
Political science. Yeah.
I know. I'm
Yeah.
kidding. I'm kidding.
That was what I was majoring in.
I couldn't. I know that. I couldn't not make the joke though.
That's why I try to give my political knowledge out the year and a half that I learned. I took a couple of economic courses. I took a couple of sociology courses, but I'm not claiming to be like an expert. Anyway, point that I'm making is that I already got a red flag about this theory because why am I supposed to trust a dude who has advanced degrees? I don't care.
Journey to the center of the earth, man.
Yeah.
I mean, science fiction, but yeah, go.
Yeah. The crux of the hollow theory is that the Earth is a shell with walls about 800 miles thick. In the polar regions, there are holes 1,400 miles across with edges that curve smoothly from the outside of the shell around to the inside. A sea or surface traveler could proceed over an edge of the hole like an ant crawling over the lip of a coffee mug from the outside to the inside, and not be aware that he was actually entering the interior of the Earth. Bernard explains that the holes have never been seen from the air because pilots are fooled by their compasses into believing that they are crossing the pole when they're actually following the hole's magnetic rim. Thus, aircraft never really fly over the geographic poles, which naturally mark the centers of the holes themselves. As irrefutable proof of his claim, he cites Admiral Byrd's statement,
Well,
I'd like to see that land beyond the pole. The area beyond the pole is the great unknown. The hollow earth theory actually seems to have been originated in the early 1800s by by John Sims, an earnest American who devoted the greater part of his later life to convincing the world that the Earth was formed by a series of concentric shells. Okay, Sims believed that there were miles of wondrous, unclaimed domain beneath our feet, with lush vegetation and fish and game for the taking. Apparently, there was those who took him seriously. As reported in the October 1882 issue of Harper's New Monthly magazine, Mr. Howgate had recently been in the news proposing that the expedition to be made to discover Sims Hole. His plan was to have a number of men acclimate themselves to higher and higher latitudes, moving further north each year. They were to observe the animals that presumably wintered over within the earth each year and emerged during the spring to bear young. Eventually, the colony of men were to follow the animals in the fall to find where they entered into that marvelous land at the center of the earth. Sadly for this romantic concept, if today's believers are correct, the only thing that they would find there now are flying saucers. So, fellas, is there a hollow
So,
earth?
with that article, real quick, can you go back to it and I'm going to
Yeah,
illustrate something that was illogical with just the mere premise of it,
absolutely. Sure.
because I wanted to use their own words. So scroll just a little. Wait. Okay, so scroll down a little bit more. Okay, right. Right there. Yeah, perfect. Right. So the crux of the theory, right? So it sits there and it's talking about this, right? And so it goes through and it says, it never been seen from air because pilots are fooled by their compasses into believing they're crossing the pole. Okay, so a compass uses a magnetic pole. Okay, so that's what that's using. All right. But a magnetic
Okay.
pole doesn't always line up with the geophysical pole of the Earth because it wanders. All right. Okay.
Okay.
So when they say, oh, thus aircraft never really fly over the geographic poles, well, they wouldn't anyway because they're following the geomagnetic pole if they're following their compass. So it doesn't make any
Okay.
sense just even on that basis.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. So what you're saying is basically is that this article is bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, based on that paragraph alone, I sat there and was like, "Oh yeah, that's bullshit," because the it doesn't make any sense, man. Like, because right now, what we're dealing with is a geomagnetic excursion, of the Earth's electromagnetic poles, okay, where they're converging slowly over time going towards the Indian Ocean, okay? Yeah, or going towards India, right? So, north and south are moving in that direction, okay? But the thing is that that's obviously not where we're rotating, geophysically. Our geophysical pole, you have like the Wander, that's where you have like Hamlet's Mill and the precession of the equinoxes and stuff like that. That's totally independent of anything electrical that you would use for geosites. It's like, oh, I'm going to use GPS. Well, GPS relies on the geomagnetic field for its navigation, and that's how some things may not work properly for you if they drift too much. They have to update the data all the time. Sorry.
No, man.
Yeah.
No, dude, that's what we have the Monday Night Mayhem for. It's for like rambling about theories and such. But I am assed out. I have to go get some more medicine.
Well, hold on. Before you leave,
what's up?
Why don't we just share a little snippet?
Yeah, it's like
Absolutely.
10 o'clock.
of the song, and then we can all just call it a night.
Okay, yeah, no worries, man.
All right, brother.
If you guys are good with that.
Yeah, the last takeaway of the night is everyone believes that the moon has caverns in it, and it's porous, okay, in that capacity. So, it should be interesting for colonization later on.
Yes, I believe that. And
we're all going to end up living on the moon at some point.
The moon rings. When things hit the moon, it rings.
But yeah.
Guys, we will do more on the moon eventually. I know we kind of got like a little bit off topic tonight, but like it was worth it. It was fun. It was an interesting show. And that's what Monday Night Mayhem's all about. So join us back for next week or next month when it's going to be.
Hey, Crimson, what's up?
Crimson, you're invited to. For Scary Stories.
You are.
And then Arctic Horrors in December. And then Atlantis in January. And the Book of Enoch in February. And then The Sun in March. So, do your homework. Have some fun. And, you guys know where to find me. Like I said, please hit me up on Rollo_films on Instagram. And capital R, Rollo, capital L, Lord, on X. And DM me any like cool alien, cryptid, ghost, pictures of you hanging out at the pyramids or some ancient site or whatever, or Stonehenge or whatever. Like government document, like just cool pictures, things from movies, whatever. Show me some cool shit.
I'm going to text you a list later on of things that I want you to put into it.
And send me all of these things because I want you guys to be part of this intro, and I'm working on the intro. I would like it to be out this month, or not this month, but well, I guess this month, this upcoming month for the Halloween one. But if I can't do it for then, it's gonna be November. I'm sorry. And let me find this. I have to go onto my channel.
I cannot wait to see this. I've heard it, but
I'm also glad I was able to stay for the whole thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you were as well.
Thank you for coming on, Muffler.
Yeah,
I'll be seeing you guys Wednesday.
Yes, sir. Is this your first time on a Monday Night Mayhem?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it is.
Dude, why do I always get sick whenever we do a Monday Night Mayhem? It's weird. I was sick for the last one, too.
Government.
I'm cursed.
So I actually do have them on the Mayhem playlist on Rolo_radio on SoundCloud. If people want to listen to it. But I think it should be this one.
Broadcasting live from the edge of the unknown. Aliens, cryptids, ancient ruins, and ghosts. It's time to pull back the curtain. From Roswell's crash to the depths of the sea, shadows in the woods keep watching me. Whispers in the halls of a haunted past, and the Mothman's wings beating fast. It's Monday Night Mayhem, secrets collide, truth's been buried but it can't hide. Into stones and the stories they tell, from the pyramid's base to the deepest well. Budget fire.
And that's all you're fucking getting tonight, guys.
Thank you all for watching.
You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait for the rest of the song, or you can go and check out my SoundCloud and listen to it right now. It is, I believe, it's live on there. But I also have a full pirate playlist and all these other things. So Rolo_radio. But let us know what you think of that in the comments below, because we also have an outro that's going to be coming out with a completely different style. The outro will be after the intro. I mean, obviously, but I mean, like, I'm going to get the intro done first, because that's more important.
Roland.
Don't forget, hit me up on all the socials. Let me know. Hit us up in the Discord. Put them into the Monday Night Mayhem. If you guys are in the Discord, put your clips into the Monday Night Mayhem chat. I'll copy them and I'll save them and then I'll put them in. All right? Thank you. You guys rock. This has been a fun show. Fucking love you.
Sure.
This is my this might be one of my favorite shows that I do. But it's so difficult because right now we're doing Red versus Blue. The Chromecast is popping the fuck off. And Monday Night Mayhem is just so fun to talk about this shit. So I don't know. Which is the best one is the question.
Nah, bro, listen to me.
Roller
Rome will. So look, Roller Rome will always be that will be the best because like it started everything else. You know.
That's true. That's true.
Like, we wouldn't be doing any of this if it was not for the Roller Rome cast. Like, this is literally all because of
but like they're all so fun. Like watching the shows is so fun. Like, dude, Chainsaw Man is great. The Patreon's gonna love Chainsaw Man. And I think I think Corey's gonna watch Chainsaw Man too with us.
Oh, that'll be an amazing experience for him.
Yeah, dude. So I think that's gonna drop on the 24th, the day the movie comes out, and then we're gonna go see. We're gonna watch it, record it. We're not gonna drop it until the 24th of October, and then Roman and Corey and I and a couple other people are going to see the movie.
Corey agreed to that.
Well, I don't know if Corey's going to come with us to see it, but we're going to see it.
Don't talk for him.
But if he likes the show a lot, maybe he may have, like a Denji, rager, and want to go ahead and watch.
If he's working that day to take off for the 24th. It's a Friday, so it's perfect. We're going to see Chainsaw Man and then come home, eat some lunch, and then stream.
Exactly.
Dude, this is going to be sick. We're not going to spoil it. We're not going to talk spoilers because that's going to all be for the Fictionology that next week. but we are going to stream directly after it. And Roman, I'm wearing a white shirt with a black tie and some black pants and some sneakers. I'm going to dress
For
up
the
as
movie?
Yeah, I'm going to dress up as an inspector.
For the movie?
Yeah, like Denji.
I mean,
Public
shit,
safety devil officer,
Public
man.
safety officer, bro.
I mean, like, if you're going in a suit, I might pull up in a suit.
From it, we both should. Because it's so simple. It's just like suit jacket, white button-up shirt, black tie, black pants. And
Problem
then
is, I don't have a black tie.
I do. I have multiple.
Oh, you gotta. Are your ties clip? Are they clip-on
No.
ties?
No, my ties are not
God
clip-on.
damn it! God damn it!
Roman, you
Okay.
know how to tie?
I do, but it would take me like an hour.
All right. Well, it'll take my dad 2 seconds. It'll take me 5
We'll-
minutes, maybe.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, next month we have the Halloween stream, and
Dude,
of
this
course
one's gonna be fucking lit.
we are back with your normally scheduled chaos Friday morning, y'all, because I got work at night. But we will be back on Friday morning with the Rolo Rome cast. And until then, we will see you all then. Make sure to subscribe to the Rolo Rome cast channel. And we'll see y'all on
So
the next
why
one.
do you think the sun or the moon looks so much bigger on the horizon?
Why is that?
We're in contact with aliens, and they've given us the whole plan.
Now, where are you getting this from that you're stating it so confidently?
That's why the Luciferians said, Hollywood stars, because they'd seen the stars. Like, each star is like a whole data bank. And I remember, like, some dude choking me, and, like, guys are like, some dude's, like, pulling a knife out, and you see that knife pulling out, you're like, and, like, and at that point, you see everything. I would see, like, numbers like I was a robot, like red.